Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? Hey, so we got some breaking news, really. The Dallas Cowboys are in preliminary talks with all-pro cornerback Trayvon Diggs about an extension. So, he definitely has earned it and deserves it. But, we're going to talk about it in detail in the liquor store, man. So y'all pull up, get whatever it takes to get you through the day. You might want to pour you a shot. You might want to get you some wine, a Calvarita. Doesn't really matter, man. We're gonna come into the liquor store. We're gonna chop it up. About this contract, why he deserves it, what the contract will look like, and all the little details and intricacies around it, man. So y'all come on in, and on your way to the liquor store, man, I need y'all to do a couple things for me. I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that share button, and I also need y'all to slap a couple Eagles fans, man. But listen, I know it is a Sunday. I know this is the Sabbath, so Lord forgive me. But you know what you got to do to get the discount, man. So if you slap them up, what I'm saying, we will give you a discount on all the items inside the liquor store. So, hey, Regina Green, I see you. Thank you for tapping back in. Hey, I appreciate it. She said I'm making a day. I appreciate that. I always got to come in and try to get y'all some good content. Jose Bank, Stephen White, Etta Lockhart, Brian Kite, Matt Badden. What's up with y'all, man? Thank y'all for tapping in with the channel and showing love. My boy Tyler, too. I see you, NFZ. You were the first one in here, man. Just so everybody knows, it's going to be a lot of unnecessary hate toward Trayvon Diggs just because he's trying to get paid. I don't agree with it, but I'm just warning y'all. Yes, and that's why we're going to talk about it today, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to highlight exactly why Trayvon Diggs deserves his contract. We're going to talk about why he deserves his contract. We're going to talk about what the contract's going to look like. And we're also going to talk about how it could possibly be broken down. Because, people be concerned about people's contracts like they're paying them out of their own pocket. I never understood that. But, it is the way of the world. So, yeah. So before we jump into the content, though, man, make sure to hit that like, hit that share. Also hit that Cash App, man. We're still doing the raffle for the Dallas Cowboy tickets. So we're raffling off home game tickets for the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. First place winner will receive a ticket with a seat attached to it. Second place winner will receive a ticket for standing room, so you can still go in and thug it out with the rest of the Dallas Cowboys fans. Third place winner will either receive a PlayStation 4 or they will receive a Dallas Cowboy jersey of their liking. So, Cash App is open. To enter is $10 and is $sign Hennythemoor. So salute to y'all. Kevin Calloway, Stephen Harrison, I see y'all. Clifford Smith, I see you too, brother. What's up with you? So yeah, let me show you the initial report. So this is the report. It is being reported. The Cowboys and cornerback Trayvon Diggs had preliminary talks about a potential contract extension. All right, so preliminary. So, they're not into the meat and potatoes of it. They just had, little casual conversations about what the contract would look like, this, that, and the third. There's nothing imminent, but, they have started the process of getting the wheels rolling. So the market value for top cornerbacks is around $20 million per year. Diggs is currently set to play the final year of his rookie deal, making $4.3 million. So, there's a big gap. And, Trayvon Diggs has a lot to lose. They don't get an extension done with him before the season starts. Because think about this. If Trayvon Diggs goes out there and, Lord forbid, any of this happens, like knock on wood, if he goes out there and breaks his leg, if he goes out there and ruptures an Achilles, if he goes out there and injures himself in a way that will prevent him from being able to play next year, he will have drastically impacted the overall amount of money he can make over the lifetime of the remainder of his career. So, Diggs is in line to make $100 million when you really look at the overall market at cornerbacks. So I'm going to put this down real quick, and I'm going to actually pull up the cornerback market real quick for y'all. So I want y'all to understand, they say it's around $20 million. There are cornerbacks making more than $20 million right now. So, there's a rough estimate. So, they say $20 million, but Yeah, no, it's gonna take a little bit more to sign Trayvon Diggs, and I'm gonna actually show you why. Because that's like I said, it's in the $20 million range. But a player of Trayvon Diggs' ilk is going to actually need to reset the market. So we're going to look at the market. We're going to see the areas he can reset it in. All right, I got it pulled up. Now let me share. It felt like there was something wrong with my throat earlier. Man, I hope you get the feeling better, Jameson. Get the feeling better, my boy. I hate to hear that. All right, so I got over the cap pulled up real quick. So like he said, he was not wrong when it said it would be in the $20 million range. However, how these contracts work, the next guy up always resets the market in one of the key categories. He's going to either reset the market in average per year. Right now, the highest for annual per year is $21 million by Jerry Alexander. So, in order to reset the market right there, it would take about $22-23 million annually. All right. So the high roller for total guaranteed money is Denzel Ward. Hold on. Let me make sure I put that up right. Yeah, it's still Denzel Ward. So the high roller for total guaranteed money is 71.2 by Denzel. So if he wants to reset the market in that aspect, you'll have to make about $72 million. And fully guaranteed money is still Denzel Ward. He is fully guaranteed 44.5. So to reset the market in that area, it would take like 44.6, 45, $46 million. So, again, when a player of Trayvon Diggs' ilk is about to get paid, who's a former All-Pro player, multi-time Pro Bowler, he has to reset the market. And remember, he has an agent. His agent has a reputation to uphold. The agent has to be able to go to his future clients and say, I made Trayvon Diggs the highest paid player in his position, right? Whether it be APY, whether it be total money, whether it be total guarantee. Trayvon Diggs, is going to have to reset the market somewhere, as every other player up before him has. So, it's going to really come down to what what's up with you, Justin Kitchen? I see you, my guy. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my guy. So it's really going to come down to, which aspect is Trayvon Diggs really pushing for. If Trayvon Diggs does not care about, annual per year money, if Trayvon Diggs only cares about total guarantees, then yes, he could probably get about $20 million a year, 20.2, 20. It can come out to that. But, if he cares about resetting the market in annual per year, then he'll need to get 22 or 23. If he cares about resetting the market in total guaranteed money, he'll need to get about 72, 73. If he wants to reset the market in fully guaranteed money, he needs about 45, 46. So it really depends on what they're pushing for. It really depends on what they're pushing for. But one of those have to get the box marked. You got to check the box of one of those. He said, "I was landlord feeling better than he did." I talked to my brother a little while ago. He's at work, but y'all continue to pray for landlord. Not saying that he's like super ill on death's door or anything. But it's always good to keep the sick in your thoughts and prayers. You know what I mean? Diggs had one big year, good year, and one okay year. Yeah, guaranteed money is always the best because rain, sleet, or snow, I know for sure that check is gonna clear. So the fully guaranteed money is really what I would do. So and really that's the best thing for the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if they go out there and they give him this, right? Let's say that they just reset the market. It'll be like 72, average out to be like 20 point whatever. right? That still does not reset the APY. That still makes the cap hits a little bit more, palpable, right? Make it a little bit easier to eat that money over the course of the contracts. Matter of fact, what I really want to do is look at Denzel Ward's contract for y'all. Because a lot of people will talk about you can't pay a player this amount, that amount, wooty woo. You know what I'm saying? Look at how Denzel Ward's cap hits are spread out, right? Denzel Ward, he signed a extension. When did he sign his extension? Because he got paid. Okay. So you look at here. Cap hit's going to only be $12 million. 23, 21. It doesn't get high until 2026. So these contracts are palpable. Only gonna make $5 million this year. $12 million he only made $5 million last year. Only gonna make $12 million this year. Then it's gonna jump to 23. So no, as long as you get these deals done, you can move around the cap hits on these deals. 5 year, $100 million guarantee, about 75 of it. I think he wouldn't care. And this is the thing, though, man. I get why they went ahead and talked to Trayvon Diggs first. Because Trayvon Diggs is the one guy that can walk out the door, with no strings attached. He has no more deals. He has no more years left on his deal after this. To retain him, you either have to get an extension done or you will have to franchise tag him. Now, we all know the Dallas Cowboys do not care about franchise tagging a player. However, it's cheaper to just go ahead and keep him, say with a long-term deal. We see with Tony Pollard, how I'm not going to say overpaid because he is a Pro Bowler, but we see that he's paid better than most of everybody else in the running back market because we got franchise tag. He getting paid better than other Pro Bowl running backs in the same market because he's playing on a franchise tag. So it would be wise for the Dallas Cowboys just to get an extension done with Trayvon Diggs. He definitely deserves it. And let's talk about why he deserves this money real quick though. Because people are going to give him a hard time. I don't know why. It's human nature. Every time we hear somebody gets paid, the first thing folks like to say, they ain't worth this, they ain't worth that. But I'm here to tell you that he is worth the money. So let me just show you a couple things. We're going to show you why Trayvon Diggs deserves to reset the market as the top paid cornerback in the National Football League. All right. Google is your friend. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm getting the information pulled up. I'm hoping 14 a year. Yo, my main man Henny, what up, my boy? South Texas, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. And remember this, Stephen White, you can't trade a player that has no years left on his deal. You cannot even get one first-round pick for Trayvon Diggs, with the current market. Because one, they would have to give up an asset, then get an extension done with him. You can't get 2 first-round picks for Trayvon Diggs. Like, it's far too late. Because remember, what did Jalen Ramsey get traded for? Do anybody remember what Jalen Ramsey got traded for? All right. So let's see. Because listen, Jalen Ramsey, when he got traded, was still considered the best cornerback in the National Football League. Right. So that he got traded. So let's see what he got traded for. It was like a 3rd round pick. So, if Jalen Ramsey is going to go for a 3rd, you can't get 2 first round picks for Trayvon Diggs. Excuse me. Especially with Trayvon Diggs not having any years left on his deal. No, the ship to sell Trayvon Diggs and get anything of value for him has sailed. Not because he's a bad player, because teams aren't trading away assets for a guy on a rental. Yes, he had a big contract. And this is the thing. When you have a big contract or you have no contract, you really won't get any value in the trading department. So it works both ways. Either you ain't got enough years left, or you do got years left, but you're making a lot of money, so you can't really ask for a lot. Really the guys that you get stuff like that, or a guy to get traded, early on in their extension. You know what I'm saying? Like the cap hits on the first couple of years are still palpable. You know what I mean? So, well, Trayvon Diggs not fall into that category for teams to want to give up 2 first-round picks. Not that he is not a good player, but they just don't do that. Right. I agree. You got to pay Diggs. You got to. So let me share this with y'all real quick. Most caught interceptions since 2020. We know that Trayvon Diggs came into the league in 2020. So Trayvon Diggs and J.C. Jackson, they lead the league in interceptions since 2020. Right? So we know nobody else has more interceptions than those two players. Diggs has 17. J.C. has 17. Right? J.C. was able to parlay his abilities as a ball hawking cornerback into a very lucrative payday with the I almost said the San Diego, with the Los Angeles Chargers. So what's JC Jackson contract, right? So JC Jackson, who has the same skill set, as Trayvon Diggs. Hold on. Signed a 5-year, $82.5 million deal. And guaranteed money, let me see what his guaranteed money looking like. So this is even on the low end, it's gonna cost some money to get this boy. So let's see. Let me go back to it. Fully guaranteed. Yeah, J.C. Jackson has $40 million fully guaranteed. He has the 4th most money guaranteed by any player. So yeah. So he signed an $80 million contract and they guaranteed 50% of it. So yeah. So just from that, even if you don't think that this guy is the best cornerback in the world, this, that, and the third, like similar guys with similar skill sets, are getting paid good money. They're top paid cornerbacks in this league. Right. So, we got that. Then, this is something that I pointed out on my last show when we were doing the Dallas Cowboys Mythbusters. Trayvon Diggs can actually tackle for a cornerback. He's number 8. And remember, I don't know half these other guys. I know Javarius Ward. I know Jamil Dean. Who the hell is AJ Parker and Miles Bryant and Samuel Womack? Is Samuel Womack related to Bobby Womack? I don't know this man. But in terms of tackling, he is a top 10 tackler at the cornerback position. Right? So he has the most interceptions. He's top 10 as a tackler. He's made an all-pro team. He made 2 Pro Bowl selections. So he has a very, very solid, case for getting paid. No, Diggs didn't say a word. We said that Diggs was probably gonna hold out just based on all these other factors. Hey, Bruce got the toxic juice. What's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in, showing love to the liquor store, my brother. Thank you. Also, before we continue, man, let's take the time out to have a quick little light break, man. So right now, inside of the liquor store, we have. Let me get it pulled up again. Yeah, we have about 40 people inside of the liquor store, and only 25 people don't hit the like button. So help me, get over on the algorithm so more people can find the content, and take some time and hit that like button for me. Yeah, so please hit that like button, hit that share button, let them know the liquor store is open for business. And also, man, let them know about these raffles going on, man. Let them know about the raffles and let them know to hit the subscribe button so we can get up to 1,000 people. Salute to all y'all. But yeah, man, listen, Trayvon Diggs definitely deserves to get paid. And I'm happy the Dallas Cowboys are going about getting it done. Now, I am surprised in the order that they're doing it, but it does make a little sense when you put it into context like this, right? The Dallas Cowboys just received $10.9 million from the Ezekiel Elliott transaction, right? All right, so they already had $10 million before that. You add that together, they got over $22 million of open cap space right now. Yeah, so they got $22 million of open cap space right this moment. So theoretically, the Dallas Cowboys can get a deal done with Trayvon Diggs. And then next year, the salary cap actually goes up. It's projected to go up by over $30 million. They can also clear another $26 to $39 million by extending Dak Prescott. So they can roll over whatever's left over from signing Trayvon Diggs. The salary cap is expected to go up $30 million next year. You can get anywhere between $26.2 and $39 million in cap relief from extending Dak Prescott. So theoretically, the Dallas Cowboys will have more than enough cap space to re-sign everybody else next year. Because CeeDee Lamb still has years on his deal. Michael Parsons did not become eligible for an extension until next year. Dak Prescott will be going to the final year of his contract, but at least he will still have time on his contract. So if you look at it from that perspective, if you just want to go ahead and do Diggs and then worry about the other contracts next year when you can clear the most amount of cap, then I do understand the reasoning why Trayvon Diggs is the guy that they are targeting, in getting an extension done. Because he's the one guy that will be a free agent after the year is over. And I think the Dallas Cowboys are finally going to do the right thing and not to provoke the franchise tag. Because if I'm not mistaken, they've used the franchise tag for the last 5 years in a row. Like the last 5 or 6 years in a row. Something crazy like that, man. So, thank God. Right? Thank God for growth. Thank God that they're not dragging their feet on this. And one thing that does play on the Dallas Cowboys' favor, I don't believe there's another young up-and-coming corner that's finna get paid anytime soon. Maybe AJ Terrell, depending on when AJ Terrell came out. Let's see. When did AJ Terrell get drafted? Okay, so AJ Terrell came out in the same draft. So he's really the only other guy that's set to get some money. And he ain't put up no Trayvon Diggs production. So you know what I'm saying? I don't even think they believe he'll reset the market like that. Now he made an all-pro team in 2021. He got toe up last year. But we'll see. But that is one thing that plays, in the Dallas Cowboys' favor. They're not going to be a bunch of young up-and-coming cornerbacks coming in and resetting the market. So, even if this process takes a little bit longer than we want, they already started contract negotiations. Yeah, AJ Terrell came out in 2020. So AJ Terrell is the only other guy because I think his teammate came out the year before, the year right after. He said, Kevin, what up, brother? I need my cornerback to cover. Yeah. And listen, Diggs improved, you know, drastically as a coverage guy. You know, he gets his hands on the ball a lot. So if you want a guy that's versatile, a ball hawk, you know, still very young and learning the position, but still playing at a high level, man, Trayvon Diggs, you know, has the opportunity to be a perennial All Pro because I don't even think he's playing his best football yet, man. Like this is just going to be year 4 for him. I think he still has a ways to develop. But hey, I'm glad you're feeling better, Thomas Garrett. Salute to you, my guy. Salute to you. Yeah, real quick though, man. While everybody's in here, I got 43 folks in here. I'll give y'all a reminder. We got a special guest coming over here to the liquor store. Hey, landlord for Wakanda, you out here wilding, but you know, hey, salute the boss man for coming on to the liquor store, coming over to the trap, coming over to the West Coast, and you know, chopping it up with us, man, having an interview with us. You know, I pray that he has a good season. You know, and you know, I hope nothing but success for the young man. But, you know, he definitely blessed our game and came on up here. So salute to him, man. You know, hopefully he can put it together and you know and have a better showing than he did. But you know, player progression does exist, man. So you know, I'm just going to hope that boss man plays better. You know, he sounds very confident. So you know, I'm gonna let his play do the talking, man. I'm gonna let that boy play do the talking. So you know, if he get on the field and he do a little something, man, hey, salute to him. I hope that he can contribute for us. But man, you know, we got the Pro Bowl electrifying returner, you know, Turbo Turpin coming to the liquor store, you know, moving so fast and make you drunk, make you dizzy looking at that boy run like that, man. So, you know, he will be here inside the liquor store over there in the trap on the West Coast, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time on Wednesday night. It's gonna be the same time we had the Kelvin Joseph interview. So you know, y'all make sure that y'all stop in, show love to all 3 platforms. Don't just come to the liquor store. You know, pop your head in, pop your head over there with landlord, pop your head over there with Wes. You know, make sure that y'all all show love to all the platforms, man. And salute to y'all. But yeah, as long as y'all keep supporting, we will keep bringing players on, man. So you know, I'm very excited to talk to him. You know, a very versatile playmaker. We're gonna get extended opportunities to do stuff on the field this year. So I'm very excited about that, man. Yo, Lee, what's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in, showing love to the liquor store, man. Y'all make sure to continue to hit that like and share button, man. We got 51 folks in here and 37 likes, man. So y'all please hit that like and share button for your boy, man. And also for everybody who just now came in, you know, we are still doing the raffles for the Dallas Cowboy tickets. I'm giving away home game tickets to the Dallas Cowboys game against the Philadelphia Eagles. It's $10 per entry, but you got until August the 1st to get your entries in. First place would be a ticket with a seat. Second place would be a ticket for standing room general admission. Third place will be a PlayStation 4 or a Dallas Cowboy jersey, whichever the third place winner's liking is. So if you're interested, or if you just want to support the content and support the channel, hit the Cash App. $Hennythemoor is floating at the bottom of the screen right there. But yeah, man. So I need some 1s and 2s in the chat. I need a 1 for if you want to pay Trayvon Diggs, and I need a 2 if you want to let him walk. And if you put a 2, you're gonna have to explain yourself. You're gonna have to explain yourself on why you don't want to extend him. But I need to see it in the chat box, man. I need crowd and class participation. Put them 1s and 2s in there. So Regina Green said she locked in with Diggs. Sugar Daddy Williams said a 1, so he locked in with that boy Diggs. Okay. I see a bunch of 1s. Common Sense Lab got Common Sense. Jameson Taylor said 1. Ms. Lockhart locked in. My boy Stephen White said 1. Okay, Thomas Garrett. All right, so we're all in one accord. Trayvon Diggs is worthy of being paid. Matt, yeah. I know. And listen, A ball hawk like Trayvon Diggs, doesn't come around very often. Like we might be able to get a better coverage guy in theory, but we're not gonna find another ball hawk like that. And remember, turnovers over new leaves, man. Like turnovers completely turn the tide of games. They can seal games. Trayvon Diggs done scored touchdowns for you because of his playmaking ability. That man had 2 return touchdowns in 2021. There were receivers in our own division that didn't have 2 touchdowns receiving, man. So he had more touchdowns in 2021 than some of these receivers out here, man. So and listen, I know it's easy, to say we can replace a guy, do this and do that. But the reality is, you're not just going to replace an all-pro cornerback, the very next day. If you lose this man, it might take you years to recover. It might take your secondary years to recover from losing Trayvon Diggs. So, don't do anything foolish. Don't overcomplicate this. Just go ahead and sign him while there's nobody you can get into a bidding war with. But yeah, man. When I gotta go to bed in an hour. Okay, well get your rest in, Jameson, man. I know that you had a long day, man. So get your rest and you can just tap back in with us tomorrow, man. Thank you for coming through and showing love, my guy. We really do appreciate it. More picks than the whole teams that year. Remember when we couldn't get takeaways? Yes. Said 20 mil a year for Diggs. He's top 3 cornerback, but I think he's the best cornerback in the NFL. Listen, he's in that discussion, man. It's really up to preference. It's really up to preference. Because I like Jalen Ramsey, but like he's not he's not a ball hawk like he is. You can make the argument, that he's an overall better coverage guy or something like that, but you can't say he's a better ball hawk. I think Trayvon Diggs is the best ball hawk in the National Football League right now. So you really can't put a price tag on it. For me, especially if I can expect him to give me at least 3 interceptions a year. Landlord said if Slay gets 15, Diggs get 85. Man. And listen, listen, I ain't gonna even talk crazy about Slay because I did want the boy at one point. I did want big play Slay at one point when he first became a free agent, before he went to the Eagles. But he's much older now. He's much older now, losing a little bit of a step. He said, "Hey, Henny, y'all the ghosts of this cowboy content, my boy. Y'all getting me through the suck." Hey, Darius Rouser, what's up with you, my guy? I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man. We try to give y'all as much good content as we can, man. So and listen, it's hard for me out here too, man. Listen, I done went back. I've been watching old Dallas Cowboy games majority of the day, man. So I watched our last 2 Super Bowls. I took it back. Cause I ain't seen them in a while. So I watched our last 2 Super Bowls. I watched Dak Prescott game against the Browns in 2016. And then of course I've been watching highlights. So yeah, it's rough out here, man. It's rough out here, but getting an opportunity to come out here and talk football with y'all, talk about the analytics, about the player personnel and different things like that. It helps, man. It helps me as well. So hey, we appreciate y'all too, man. Yeah, that man worth 85 million. And listen, I think Trayvon Diggs is worth $100 million. I think he's worth guaranteeing him about $75 million to make him happy. So however you got to go about it to do it, make it happen. Because at the end of the day, cap space can't go out there and pick the ball off. And really, man, I really ain't had nothing prepared for y'all. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about the Trayvon Diggs stuff. We can talk about whatever the hell y'all want to for the rest of the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all want to talk about, man? Put it in the chat box, and we can spend the rest of the show doing that. Because I just had to get that off my chest. Because we all know when money gets involved, folks act like they paying the players out their own pocket. And before that even becomes a thing, I just had to get on here and tell y'all about the contract, tell y'all why he deserves it. Now that that's out the way, and listen, we made a vote. All y'all said y'all wanted to resign Trayvon Diggs. O-line free agency. Okay. Okay, so y'all want to talk about O-line free agency in the tight end room. Well, I tell you what, while I'm pulling up the list of free offensive line free agents, I'm going to play you this clip about the tight end room. So I'm gonna play this clip about the tight end room, then we'll talk about the O-line. Hold on, this thing.
7-on-7 and 2-minute situations yesterday. That's where the other tight ends were a little bit frustrating. You had Jake Ferguson, Dak Prescott rolling out, looking for Ferguson, coming across the field. Jake Ferguson was not in a position to catch the ball. He was not turning back for the ball. He wasn't working for it. Dak looks off of him, throws it, completes it. I think gets it down to like the 1 yard line, something like that. But he immediately, as soon as he releases the ball and it's caught, he turned over to Jake Ferguson and couldn't hear what he said, but you could hear he was vocalizing something to him. And you saw Dak kind of turning and demonstrating to him, like, I need you to do this. I need you to open up, look for the ball. You got to give me a window that I can throw to. Just being really firm. Didn't seem like he was being a jerk or anything, but just being very firm about, like, dude, this is what I need from you when we're doing this. And then 2 plays later, they're in red zone, and he throws a pass right on the hands of Peyton Hendershot, who famously in the Titans game had that bobble that bounced into, I believe, Kevin Byard's hands. Same sort of thing. Ball hits Peyton Hendershot's hands. He bobbles it and scoops it right into the arms of defensive back Eric Scott. The 6th round pick, who Eric Scott was yesterday. We mentioned Schoonmaker working with the veterans. Eric Scott was the only rookie working with the veterans yesterday. And when you look at the 7-on-7 and 2-minute situations yesterday, that's where the other tight end.
All right. So just to answer your question, we're having some issues at tight end right now. Like he said, Dak didn't cuss him out, but it was a step down for getting cussed out from not doing what he was supposed to do for Jake Ferguson. And then Peyton Hendershot again turned an easy touchdown into an interception. And we also know that our 2nd round pick is dealing with plantar fascia. So there was not any good news from the tight end position the last time I heard. So, instead of being doom and gloom, because if I go down that rabbit hole, it won't be a pretty sight. So let's take a quick look, at some of these offensive linemen free agents. And remember, this has not changed too much from the last time we looked at it. We are in the suck of the season, and this is also the suck of free agency. If you are a free agent right now, you were hurt or, campaigning to get back into the NFL. Shit, I still hit the wrong one. Still hit the wrong one. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So if you are a free agent right now, either you were hurt, freshly cut, old as dirt, or you're not that good. The best offensive lineman available, hold on, but these guys are signed, is Taylor Lewin, left tackle. Y'all remember him? He made 3 straight Pro Bowls with the Titans. At one point, been often injured for the past couple of seasons. So, there's that. But, he want to come in for a cup of coffee. Who am I to say no? Justin Pugh, former 1st round pick. But like I said, all the guys are in the same boat. All the guys are in the same boat. Is Some guys might be a little bit better than the other, but it's not like there's any head turners. Look at these names. You remember we had Ty Nsekhe at one point. Zach Martin brother Nick Martin is a free agent, but we all know that he was getting toe up. Dan Skipper is an interesting name. I know him from Arkansas. Let me see. Let me see where Dan ranked out last year. Oh shit. This man graded out as a 19 pass blocking last year. Hey, shout out to Veristacks for the donations. That got you 4 entries for the Dallas Cowboy tickets, and it also has given you the best chance of winning the Dallas Cowboy tickets in this raffle. So salute to you. If you want to be like Veristacks and improve your odds of getting this Dallas Cowboy ticket, then hit the cash app. It's $Hennythemoor. But I'm definitely not getting I'm definitely not picking up Dan Skipper. This boy graded out as a 19. I didn't know that boy. I didn't know you grade out that bad as a pass blocker. Like, how the hell you grade out as a 19? Did he try? Did he even trip them up that ran past him? I don't know. That's sort of scary to think that somebody could grade out that bad. All right, listen, I like Taylor. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how long we'll have him. We already got somebody that we're not sure going to play the whole season in Tyron Smith. If I want to bring in left tackle depth, it need to be somebody that I know can play. Enjoy whomever wins. I know it's going to be fire. Man, it's going to be fire as hell, my guy. Choctaw, was that you? This Veristacks person? Because I don't have any idea who sends if they don't put a name. I'm gonna put Veristacks on here. I'm gonna put Veristacks on the thing. Yeah, Tyron to practice on left and right tackle. Hey, how are you doing today, Choctaw, Montana? Is he bow-legged and pigeon-toed? Damn. Yeah, 19. Oh, okay. Indeed, my brother, indeed. But yeah, the thing is, like, Tyron Smith practicing at right tackle is cute, but he is much more effective and he's much better as a left tackle than a right tackle. You know what I mean? He's much better as a left tackle. So, I need him out there left tackle. I get that they want Tyler Smith to eventually be the left tackle of the future, but you don't got to rush it. There's no need to rush it. Let him naturally develop and naturally develop and become a better player. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just throw him out there to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? You can give him time to prosper. You know what I'm saying? Let him play alongside Tyron Smith before he has to become Tyron Smith. You know what I'm saying? At 19, you probably get injured. There's a very good chance of injury. I'm not going to even lie to you. And listen, I'm not living in a fantasy world. I do not expect Tyron Smith to play 17 games. I just expect Tyron Smith to play about double-digit regular season games and be available for all the postseason games. If he can do that, I'll take 10 regular season games and the 4 postseason games, including the Super Bowl. I mean, if he can be available for the Super Bowl, and when I really need him, then yeah, I can live with him missing a game here and there. But because I'm not delusional and say that I'm not sitting out here saying that he's going to play. I also need the Dallas Cowboys not to be delusional and act like he's going to play. Said roster X said hit you on Cash App. Couldn't figure out how to leave a message with it. Let me know if we good. Oh, okay. Yes, if you are. Let's see. Let me message him just so he know that I received this. Oh, roster X. Okay. VA roster X. Okay. See, totally different person. Yep, the knowledge and wisdom he can gain from playing left guard next to Tyron Smith, it'll be a plus for us. And once Tyron retired, let Tyler take over. He said, "Can you please stop saying Super Bowl game? You're gonna make me book my 3-hour flight on the quick tip type shit." Hey man, we gotta listen. We gotta speak that shit into existence. We gotta manifest that. We gotta pray for that. We gotta make that. We gotta talk about it so much it becomes a reality. And yeah, Roster X, I see you now. Yeah, I got your stuff, my brother. I got your stuff. So salute to you. So I know exactly who this is now. So salute to you, my brother. But yeah, man, it would be better, like you don't always have to jump out into the fire. You ain't got to get baptized by fire, to get cleansed, to get saved, to get to where you're trying to go. So he can play left guard, learn from Tyron Smith how to be a great left tackle. And then just take over the role when it's time for Tyron Smith to hang it up. How Tyler going to learn if Tyron Smith getting beat constantly? Now, Calvin Jefferson. Tyron Smith is not getting beat at left tackle. Now, he was getting wore out at right tackle, which is why I made the I'm not going to even hold you. He was getting wore out at right tackle, but he was not getting tore up at left tackle. So, when he plays left tackle, he's still one of the highest graded left tackles in the National Football League. So, said Dorrance Armstrong was beating Tyron in practice last season when he was supposedly healthy. Cool. And Dorrance Armstrong had damn near 10 sacks this year. You know what I mean? So more than one thing can be true. Like more than one thing can be true. I am doing good, and y'all having a conversation. Okay, but yeah, I still believe in the big boy. He got whooped against the Niners in the playoffs. What, this year or last year? Or you gonna say both? And don't get me wrong, 2021 he did not play well against the 49ers in the postseason, but this year he played right tackle. I did not expect him to play well at right tackle. I did. And really, your best 5 offensive linemen right now still include Tyron Smith. So you should put him out there in his best position, and you can live with the results. Because you will not be able to go out. Yeah, but yeah, he was playing right tackle though. Like listen, nobody over here at HTM Sports. I be saying nobody like I'm not the only guy at HTM Sports. I be tweaking, but I ain't never said that he was a good right tackle. And they played that boy at right tackle exclusively when he brought his ass back from injury, and I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I did not like that. That was horrible. That was a horrible misuse of our personnel. Yeah, but he was playing left tackle. You know what I mean? He was playing left tackle, and that's the thing I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyler Smith is not horrible. He can get better. But Tyron Smith playing left tackle is still a better left tackle than Tyler. Like he had the experience. He's right now. He's still bigger. He's still stronger. We just need his body to hold up, kinfolk. I say, yeah. At this point, it's right until the wheel falls out. And I'm not gonna hold you like I was one of like. Listen, I'm not gonna even hold y'all. Y'all know from watching my channel, I was one of the guys that was willing to let Tyron Smith go out the pasture. But because he's still here, because he took a discount to play, because he is still my best option at left tackle, because I still need a left guard. I need Tyler Smith to play a left guard spot. I am willing to let him go out there and put his best foot forward. Because y'all do remember this conversation I had with y'all. Myself, like, hey, this man only to play 17 games in 3 years. He played a season worth of game in 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be time. I said that. But because the Dallas Cowboys were not willing to move on from him, because he restructured to give the Dallas Cowboys back some money, because of all these different things, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping that he can stay healthy and produce. You know what I'm saying? At this point, just stay healthy, produce, give me as many games as you can give me. Because right now, the Dallas Cowboys did not go out there and really put quality assets into the offensive line. They didn't get a tackle in the first round. They didn't get a guard in the second round. They didn't do any of that. So because the Dallas Cowboys have not addressed offensive line, I got to make the best out of the personnel that I currently have. And he is going to be part of my solution if we're going to get to title number 6. Listen, nobody should trust Josh Ball. Not his mama, not his old lady, not his daddy. If you got kids, they shouldn't trust him. That's a little harsh. I don't even know that, man. Like y'all, y'all forgive me. I shouldn't have said that about that man. But nah, listen, the man ain't played good. Like, take all the personal stuff out of it. Like, the man ain't played good. He ain't played well. But listen, player development is a real thing. He might have took a jump. He might have took a jump in his development. He might go out there and play well. But I have to see it because listen, it was just last year I saw him, losing reps against CDL truck drivers, PE teachers, janitors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure he gave up a sack to a guy that sells insurance now. I'm not sure, but he was out there getting towed up, during preseason. Yeah, he was out there getting towed up, man. So, maybe he gotten better, but he did not beat out Aviante Collins last year. He did not play better than Aviante Collins. I'm just saying, like, you might buy some Affleck from a guy that beat Josh Ball for a sack. You might buy some Affleck from a guy that beat Josh Ball for a sack. Because the guys he was getting towed up by don't even play in the NFL no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably police officers. They might be security guards. They might work with the youth. They might be coaching back in their high school. But the guys he was getting his ass whipped by, a lot of them not even in the league. They're not in the leagues. A lot of them were not in the league no more. Nope. So, I'm just saying, listen, am I lying? Am I lying? Yeah, we got to see how Waletzko plays in training camp coming off his needed surgery. Yeah, like I give Waletzko more of a pass because, we ain't really seen him. I ain't seen Waletzko. I seen enough of Josh Ball. And that's one of the things that it's really not fair in the grand scheme of things, right? I'm talking bad about the man, but he might have really gotten better. But that is why you do not want to put bad film out. when you put bad film out, it stays in the hearts and the minds of the people that watch football forever. Like Josh Ball one day might become an all pro or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still gonna be scored by what I saw in preseason. And it's not fair because people should get the opportunity to update their resume. But I'm just saying right now at this time, the last time I seen Josh Ball, he was not good. You know what I'm saying? He was not good. So what it is what it is. Hopefully he can be better this year. The ball shouldn't even trust Josh. Man. Listen. Yeah, but no, Dallas Cowboys might need more line depth. I just got to see how these guys play. I'm high on TJ Bass. The Dallas Cowboys are high on Asen Richards. They high on Walesko. They think Josh Ball can do something. So we don't have proven depth, but they got guys that they like. So they got guys they like. We'll see how that shit play out. But yo, man, I've been on here for about an hour. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. So y'all continue to hit that like button on the way out. Continue to hit that share button on the way out. And continue to slap the shit about them Eagles fans, man. Said Henny, if one of these young guys take over this left guard spot in training camp when still is totally healthy, Tyron will be our swing. Well, it will just depend, man, because it would depend on how Tyron Smith plays as well. If Tyron Smith is still a better left tackle than Tyler Smith, I will wait for that. I will wait for that, passing of the torch or passing of the baton. Because I want my best players out there. If Tyron Smith lines up and he's still a better player than Tyler Smith, then I want him out there as my starting left tackle. But if Tyron Smith, goes out there, he's the diminished version of himself, or if he's still dealing with injuries, then yeah, that would be fine. But right now I am expecting just from his track record for Tyron Smith to be the better left tackle. Because the key for me is putting the best five on the field together. But I would not, be surprised if they did that. We really would just talk about random topics, man. We spent most of the time talking about Trayvon Diggs and his contract, and then I did some Q&A. We were talking about the offensive line. We looked at some free agents. They're not too many guys left. Like the best available offensive lineman right now is Taylor Lewin, former left tackle from the Tennessee Titans. And then we were talking about different things about the offensive line, different groupings, different guys we don't deserve to play, just different things like that. "31 other teams in NFL." I mean, yeah, but y'all forget. Y'all telling me listen, I was one of the guys that said cut him, but they didn't. So because they did not cut him, because he is incentivized to play, and because he is still probably my best left tackle, we gotta roll with Tyron Smith until we proven otherwise. You know what I mean? Until proven otherwise, I'm gonna believe that Tyron Smith is the best left tackle we got. I do agree with that. We need to keep Dak Prescott upright. Hopefully that happens this year. Yo, Deshaun Taylor, what's up with you, cuz? I see you, my boy. Thank you for tapping in with me, man. I almost didn't see you there, man. You been good? Yeah, man. We were just finna wrap up before y'all came through the door, man. Yeah, we were just wrapping up, man. But I will try and come back later on tonight. If I don't, I will be live tomorrow at our usual time with the three amigos, the Dallas Cowboy content. So, if I don't go back live later on tonight, I will be live at noon tomorrow with West Coast and Landlord. If Udoka can't play left guard, why did we even get him? He could play. I mean, technically he could play it. Is he any good is the question. I mean, he's a former 3rd round pick, but if the Cowboys thought Tyron was better, his contract would say that. His contract says swing. His contract said that he only played 17 games in the last 3 years. No, it's not really. It wasn't really a matter of was he good. It's a matter that this man don't play games. Which in of itself is a bad thing too, Coach. The best ability is availability. So, I really can't sit here and talk about how good Tyron Smith is when I was one of the people talking about cutting him. That would be hypocritical, wouldn't it? But, we'll see what the Dallas Cowboys do. They got it. And listen, if there is anything that can derail this season, it's the offensive line. So if they do these little cute ass moves, they move this person here, move this person out of position, do this, that, and the third, they better get it right. Because that's the one thing on this offense that can derail your team. Because you got a top 10 quarterback, you got an all-pro wide receiver, that you improved your wide receiver 2 with Brandon Cooks. So you improve your play calling. Because Mike McCarthy is a Super Bowl winning play caller, had a top 10 offense for a decade straight. So the one thing that can derail your season is offensive line play. So if they want to do stuff like that, they better be right. They better be right. All right, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, showing love to the liquor store. I'm finna get I got some stuff to do. I'm finna get my life together. So God bless. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.